Hi guys, it's Scrapple Amy and I'm back with another video. In this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my travel album that I'm super excited about. This is a 9x12 Studio Calico album. Unfortunately they don't have this design anymore and they don't have any in stock either. Unfortunately it's so hard to get your hands on 9x12 albums. But I love 9x12 albums. They're like my favorite sizes. And this was just gorgeous. I had bought this one because in here it's there's Costa Rica that I went to, and I just love this for Costa Rica. So originally I was going to put just Costa Rica in here, but I actually had leftover space, which is why I put more trips in here. So like I said, this has 4 trips housed in this one album. I am someone that I don't necessarily want a bunch of albums, like to have like to collect a bunch of albums and like have one album per trip. If I can fit it into if I can fit multiple trips into one album, I definitely will do that. And this just happens to hold 4 trips. So on the spine, I always have fun decorating the little insert in here. And so this is basically, I kind of just made it general because like I said, it does have 4 trips in here. And what's nice about this is right when you pull it off the shelf, you can see my little Becky Higgins tabs that I have all the trips that I went and the year that I also went on there, the month and the year, and we'll get more into that there. But I really like the way that looks. Just like right when you grab it, you can just really quickly glance at that, and I really love the way that looks. So yeah, so let's, without further ado, let's dive in. So right when you open it up, because this houses 4 different destinations, I decided to make one pamphlet. It is normally paper clipped right onto here because if not it gets too wiggly. So when it's on my shelf, I just paper clip it together with this page protector, so it kind of like prevents it from sliding down. And in here, what I wanted to do is I just wanted to make a long envelope because I wanted to house these like bunch of just brochures and like pictures that I didn't actually, let me see, that didn't actually make the cut into the actual page protectors. So these are just like extra photos or photos that didn't make the cut, and like ticket stubs that I didn't get around to like I guess documenting, but it's all in here, so I can always just go in there. And I just wanted to make a general layout because like I said, this houses 4 different trips, so I wanted to make like a basically like a cover page. And again, I'm just practicing my layering because I struggle with layering, but I love the way this came out. And I think this page, this background page, is so beautiful. And I think this is the crepe paper here and there collection. It's super old at this point in time, but it's just really pretty. And I love the quote. I am a huge quote person. And also, I just wanted to apologize in advance for the glare on these page protectors. I really can't do anything about it. I tried my hardest to fix my light, but I'm sorry. I'm going to try my hardest not to like have too much glare. And I didn't document anything on the other side. I was supposed to, but I didn't, and now it's just going to be blank like that, and that's fine with me. And I'm not going to get too much into the details of this. If you have a specific question, definitely leave it in the comment and I'll get back to you for sure. But I just don't want this video to be too long, and we have 4 trips to go through. But if you, like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know and I'll definitely get back to you. So like I said, this is just a Becky Higgins tab that I love, and I just kind of picked the color that I thought went with the town or the city, like the city that I was at or the country I was in. So this is for Salt Lake City in July of 2018. And I always, for all my destinations, I always like to have a title page or something that shows the dates that I was there. I really like to do that a lot. And so yeah, so this was just a quick trip out of town. This was a girls' weekend. Oh yeah, and then this is my best friend. Her name is Christina, so you'll see a bunch of her throughout these albums because she's my bestie, and yeah, we do everything together. So this is a quick girls' trip out of town. We were kind of feeling down, and I remember just us trying to find a super, like, we just went a quick Google search and we found super cheap tickets to Salt Lake City. So we took off for the weekend. And yeah, so let's get going. So we absolutely love hiking. And I love these 3x3 layouts. They can house so many like the revenue that you can have, like the real estate that you can have is just a lot. There's a lot going on and I just love it. And there's journaling, and it's fun to do filler cards. Like for me, I'm definitely like less is more, and I just the So I really like to have more photos than anything else, like more filler cards. Like I love filler cards, but for me, the whole point of this is to look back on my photos, right? And not necessarily the embellishments. So my documenting style is definitely more photo heavy. And that's just because I want to get my pictures in there. But I definitely have fun with stamping. I love stamping. And yeah. This is more of the hiking trails. These are rub-ons. I love rub-ons too. I'm a huge rub-on person. And this is an 8.5 by 11. And this was really fun. And then I'm a very poor traditional scrapbooker. So bigger layouts like this very intimidate me, but I did enjoy this one. And I do find them important to do because, you know, I really love this picture. When it's a special picture, I definitely want to blow it up like this. And again, very special picture, so I blew it up. And that's it for Salt Lake City. Like I said, it was a quick girls trip. And we absolutely needed it. And then now we're going to get to Costa Rica of August of 2018. And like I said, I just kind of matched these to what I felt like the destination deserved. And here again is my title, like my title card for this trip. I absolutely love putting the days that I was there. And here this was a bigger trip because we were there for 7 days. And again, very beautiful pictures. I wanted to put it like that. And then here's, I like to like do chronological. That's just how I am as well. So I like to like put day one and kind of go in order of the destinations that we went to. Not always, but that's kind of my preferred method. And here we go. This was kind of funny. We went to Arenal, which is the volcano there, and it was such a cloudy day. Like we saw the volcano, but like in the car right over there. And then when we actually hiked to the volcano, we couldn't see it. Like the cloud coverage was ridiculous. So I just kind of got my Sharpie and just drew on the picture like the volcano. So that was really fun. Trekking on. Okay. You could do it, Maria. Si tú puedes. It honestly was just downpour. And again, very photo heavy, but I love it. And yeah, it's like, to me, it's all about the pictures. And I just like to put some stickers right here to tell us how many stairs we put. It's like kind of like the little memories that I want to remember. And I like these smaller ones here because, like I said, you can kind of just take it of like the not so important details and then like the fun details of us. And this is like, again, the volcano is back here somewhere, but who knows, right? And I'm definitely very Kelly Perky inspired. And you will definitely see me writing right on my plates here. Thank you, Kelly Perky, for that trick. I love it. So you'll definitely see that throughout the album. And again, my larger traditional scrapbook pages are so simple, you guys. Like I said, I just struggle really hard with. I struggle a lot with them. And then this is the beach portion of our trip. And I definitely think with travel albums, they're so intimidating because you have so many photos. So for me, I just, like I said, less is always more. You're not gonna go back and be like, oh, I should have put a heart here, or I should have put this there, you know. Like, you're gonna look at your photos primarily, you know. Everything else is secondary. So for me, it's all about just getting it done. And I guess another thing that I like with this is the photo where I just have it kind of raw, and then I kind of do like sticker, raw, embellishment, you know, like two embellishment per pages at most. And a flip up, I absolutely love flip ups. They're a lifesaver because in case you have, you know, that extra couple photos lying in there, it's just it's nice to have the flip up option. And this is funny. There's a little story behind this, but I won't bore you with the detail. And I love the way this one came out. So it's like me whipping my hair out, and then my friend whipping her out, and we didn't plan this, but it's like going the opposite direction, so it fits so perfect. And I just stamped on here, and I stamped on here too, so that was really fun. And again, flip up for the journaling. And I love this picture of my best friend. I think it's so cool. think this was kind of funny because the girl was in the background ruining my picture, so I just kind of stamped right over her face. So it kind of hides her a little bit. And then here we get to the city portion of it. And again, I just kind of stamped on it. Guys, I love stamps, like stamps. And I just try to balance it out as well. And then this right here looks not in place because my friend's supposed to give me her journaling. I've asked her for probably about 1.5 years now, and she hasn't given it to me, so I need to bug her again about this. And then here, I just kind of put the money right in here. I don't want to like hole punch it right through the money. So what I did, I put some acetate and then just put some double-sided tape on there. So it's actually just on acetate. And I wanted to do that because this is like transparent. So I didn't want to like put this in a pocket or anything. So I really liked the way that came out. And then this one I just kind of shoved in here. Just like I can kind of dig it out and see how it looks. And then I just kind of put their coins in here as well. Because, you know, it's always fun to look back at their money. Something that I do kind of wish I would have done on here, which I always mean to do, but I forget, is I want to put like the conversion rate of what their money is to the US dollar, because I'm in the States, just to see how much it was when I went there versus like, you know, 20 years from now, it might be different. So that's something that I always want to do and I always forget to do. So hopefully in my next trip, I'll do that. And then this was just like a patch that I bought at a souvenir shop that I just decided to put in here. These are so good. And again, I just put stickers right here to remind me what they are, but they're so good. I definitely recommend those. And then now we're going to get to Chicago, and this is November of 2018. And this was, I got fancy with this because Chicago completely surprised us. It was such a beautiful city. We were really scared to kind of go there because, you know, you hear all the bad things about Chicago. But the actual city, when we were there, it was so clean. The people were so nice. Like, it really took us aback, and the food was so delicious. Like, no joke, the food was so amazing. So yeah, so because it was like very a sleek city, I wanted to type it out just to kind of match that vibe. And I found this postcard, and I love anything like sketchy and doodly looking, and I love this so much, so I just kind of glued that in there. And again, it's a title page, so I put my dates that I was there. And geotags, you can never go wrong with geotags on a travel album. And this is just a picture that we bought. This is from the Willis Tower, Sears Towers, whatever you want to call it. And again, I kept these Chicago pages super simple and just clean because that's just kind of like the vibe I got from the city. It's just very like industrial, right? It's like the heart of architecture and stuff. So super, super clean. And like, look at that silver bean. So I wanted it to be super clean. So I kept it with stamps and like very clean embellishments. And for me, I like to balance me and my friend out. So like, as you can see, I'll put like me and her on opposite pages. And then like when we have a picture together, I'll put them on opposite as well. I just like to have that balance. I don't like them to be too cluttered. Oh my God. And then this is when we went to Millennium Park, and we went in November in the fall time, right? And it was so beautiful. So I really wanted to be as fall as I can do, as fall inspired. And I love the way this looks so much. Again, that balance of those pictures. So like my friend's here, I'm here. And then like here's the picture of both of us. So it kind of balances it out. And that's really what I like. I like that balance. And yeah, I love this picture so much. And again, so now we get back to like the sleekness of Chicago, right? And I love the way this came out. I wanted it to be very like industrial, clean looking. So I kept it very simple. And I like the way this one came out a lot. And as you can see here, again, that balance between me and my friend. So my friend, me, and then together. My friend, me, and then us together, and then together, and there's like an individual picture, you know, or a single, an individual picture. So that's just kind of how I like to do on the balance. I do not like I would never put like me, and Christina. Like I couldn't do that. Like it has to be a balance. I'm just very like neurotic like that, I guess. But I love the way this came out. So this is just like a bunch of stamping, like I said, stamp. And then these are just stickers. And I love this. So I saw this on a postcard and I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. I need to put that. So I just have it when we're at the bean. Been there, done that. So that was super cute. And then this is kind of where it kind of got a little bit more colorful just because of these pictures. So I decided to add a little bit more color with this filler card right here. It's super pretty. I like the way this came out, and I just kind of like wrote right on the picture. This is a rub-on. Like, again, I love rub-ons. These are rub-ons too. These are actually 2 rub-ons on top of each other, and I love the way that looks. I love this picture of my friend. And then the last page of Flip. This is a rub-on. I love this picture. My friend took this of me. I love the way that looks. So, and this is actually a postcard that I just cut down. Yeah, so then that was Chicago. So now we're going to get to Denmark. Denmark is June of 2019. And I was actually here for 2 weeks. And this was actually a business trip. So you're going to see a lot of pictures of just me. And I'm not being vain or anything, but it was literally just me here. I had a coworker that you'll see pop up in a couple of pages, but she was there for just like a couple of days and I was there for 2 weeks. So just forewarn you on that. Yeah. So again, so here's my cover page. I flew out of LAX and then I just kind of took a picture of my bags and stuff. And yeah, so here's my cover page of Denmark. Of course, the iconic bikes, right, of Denmark. Bikes to me are in Denmark. And I put my dates right here. And this is just a full-blown picture. And I actually, for Denmark, I actually did get a little bit more interactive just because I wanted to kind of break up all those pictures of just me. There's a lot more interaction going on here and a lot more blown up pictures as well. So here's just stickers that I got. It's such a pretty picture. This is just a postcard and just slipped it right in there. And then here I just was practicing more of my layering. And I just kind of layered stuff that reminded me of Denmark. And this is just kind of like an overview of Denmark, of my time there. And so normally I like to do things chronological, but for Denmark, just because this is a work trip, it didn't really work out that way. So I kind of have sections in here. So this is just kind of like random stuff. I actually took this because this reminded me of Sirius Black's house. If anybody is like a Harry Potter fan, this kind of reminds me of what his house would look like. So I took that. And this was actually really fun to make. So this is a map of Denmark and I wanted to keep this intact, and I definitely wanted to be able to see it because here was my hotel, and like this was just like I went everywhere, you guys. I saw all of Denmark. I guess all of Copenhagen, not all of Denmark. I saw the city. So I wanted to keep this intact, but it's kind of like an accordion style, so you kind of like get this picture of like the parks, so pretty, and then you kind of pull it out here and you get more pictures. And then the last picture is here. And this is a Maggie Holmes like embellishment, and it ripped apart, unfortunately. So I got to glue that back together. But these are just more ticket stubs and my key card for the hotel that I stayed at. So I got to fix that. But I really like the way this came out. And like I said, it's just on the back of that map. And it's just something different, a little bit more interaction than what I had previously had in my other destinations. And so like I said, this is more like there's more sections in here and not like chronological, just because it was work and I was at work a lot of the time. So I did like a whole food section. And here's just like a pull out journaling card with an extra picture in there. Just kind of pull it out so I can remember to tag. Oh my god, this cafe was so good. I definitely recommend it. My friend actually recommended it, and I'm so glad I went there. Cafe Norden. If you're ever in Copenhagen, I definitely would recommend that. And again, Kelly Perky at play here with writing around the rims of the plates. And then more food. And then I really like this one. This one was really cool to do because Copenhagen had so many statues throughout the city. So what I did, like, look at all these statues, even more here. So what I did was I just had them numbered here. And then on the side, I wrote what statue they are and like how I felt about it. So it says like so many statues in Denmark. It was definitely fun finding the cool ones. So I just kind of wrote what it's called. So like this statue was like number 6, so you can kind of go to 6 and it's Tivoli Hotel, and this is in the main lobby. So that was the statue that I saw every single time that I went to my hotel. And this is just like a random journaling card, and I just kind of highlighted Denmark and then put the geotag. But I really thought this was a really like clever idea. So I was really proud of myself for this. Okay, and then so this one, I have it where you flip up, and these are just the Danish coins. I have it where you can still like kind of reach in and out of there. They don't fall out though because this is like on top of it, so it won't ever fall out. So that's pretty cool. More flip ups again. Like I said, this is just like random pictures because nothing's chronological in here. And it's not unfortunate, it's just kind of like the nature of this particular trip. And then this is a pamphlet from the hotel that I stayed at. I definitely would recommend it if you're in Copenhagen. It was nice, I liked it. You flip it up, and then I took pictures of the hotel. This is like my bed. It was really cool. It's like a trumpet, like a music one. And this, I had to take a picture of this because I've never seen this before. But like in the bathroom, after you take a shower, the mirror would, like this particular section of the mirror would never fog up. So I thought that was so cool. So I definitely had to note that. And this is just like another random picture that I decided to put on here of this place that I visited. And then here is just a bunch of, like, you know how you just collect stuff at trips. So these are just I actually grabbed these intentionally. Like, I'm always someone that wants to grab things intentionally if I can, if I can help it. Like sometimes you're just given extra stuff, but I think that's very wasteful. So if I don't see myself actually utilizing something, or if it's not something that's actually like that I am gonna find meaning in it, then I will either pass on it or I won't grab it. But I did grab these because I wanted to remember the parks. Like the parks in Copenhagen were amazing. They were so awesome. Like I love them. So I definitely wanted to remember them. I decided to pick up these. But some other things, like they just kind of handed me. Like when you went to Tivoli, they just kind of give you the map. And of course I would have picked this up anyways because I definitely want to remember how it looks. And like this, I actually did pick this up because this was so good. This is very Danish, and this one was so good. But anywho, like just some random stuff in here. And I have it with a paper clip so it doesn't fall out in case I ever kind of like knock this over, And then this is an 8.5 by 11 layout that I absolutely love. This one I'm really proud of. Like I had to my own horn. Well, I'm proud of it. You may find it like not amazing at all, but I'm very proud of this. I struggle a lot with layouts, like I mentioned before, but I just love the way this came out. This is my last day in Denmark, and I jumped into the canal, and that was a lot of fun. So I love the way it looks, vellum looks on the background here. I just ripped it apart and put it on this other paper and just had fun with it. And like I said, working on my layering. So yeah, I'm really proud of this one and I love it so much. And this is just a collage. This is a 4x4 and this is a 3x4. So really, really like that a lot. Another really big layout or a big photo. And this one was really special to me. Visiting this church, I forgot what it's called. It's like the spiral staircase church. And again, kind of like 400 steps just to kind of remind me of it. So, and I kind of, these pictures, I kind of make friends with, when I'm not shy. Well, I am shy, but I kind of get over that. And when I traveled to Denmark, I just kind of was asking people, hey, will you take my picture? And, for the most part, people are pretty nice about it. So yeah, so that's like how you kind of see these pictures of us. You just kind of like be friendly. This is when I went to Tivoli. And I tried, the Danes love their licorice, so I wanted to try the licorice ice cream. Very different. It wasn't bad, but I wasn't my favorite. But when in Denmark, you try their ice cream. You have to try it. Ooh, what is this? I have no idea. This is like a random thing on there, so gotta get that out. All right, so yeah, there we have it. This is my coworker. So she's in some of the pictures because she was there with me. And this is really funny to do. I did my first day versus my last day, and I didn't plan to go back here, but I just I had some time. I was like, hey, why not? But do you see how I look so good? Well, I look decent, and my hair is done, so I did the brush and stuff like that. And then the last day, I put the bobby pins in the coffee cup because I was running on coffee. I was so exhausted. Jet lag was hitting me hard, and I'm like a hot mess at this point. Presentable. What's going on? So I thought that was really, really funny. So I put that there. And these are just some more. This is a 6x12 one. And I just put it here. And so for all of the castles that I visited, or the slots, whatever you want to call them, they had these the sketchy look, and I really like that a lot. So I bought the postcards whenever it had that sketchy watercolor look, because I love that. I love that so much. So I bought this one, but then this I wanted to still have the real picture of the castle. So I put that. And this this when I went to Kronborg, which is like Hamlet's castle, which was so good. I definitely recommend going here. I met another friend. This guy was just there by himself too. He was like, a lot of people were actually traveling for work as well, so you just kind of make friends. So this guy was there with traveling by himself, so we just kind of like buddied up, and you know, so I have some cool pictures thanks to my buddy. I forgot his name. But he was very nice. My journaling for this castle, the brochure for this castle as well. See, we actually met on top of this roof, my friend. I think his name was Sergio, because that's my brother's name as well. So flip ups. And again, so this was Hamlet's castle, Kronborg, and this is Rosenberg. And as you can see, I got, again, the watercolor one. It's just so beautiful, you guys. So that's kind of like how I wanted to kind of like I guess have a consistency with these castles, because there's so many castles over there. So that's kind of what I did to bring it in together. So again, so this is like the watercolor one, and this is like the actual castle, what it looks like. So I thought that was really cool, and I love this picture with the lion. This is a very fancy castle, very impressed. And then this is the other one. So again, here is the watercolor one, and this is like the real one. So super cool. I really like that a lot. And yeah, we're getting to the end of this. Oh my god, this was so good. I remember this. See, I'm so glad I documented it. This was the best. This was like the best ice cream. So if you're ever in Copenhagen, if you go to Manfred's, okay, you need to get this. This is so I just kind of cut this out from the restaurant, and this was ice cream. It was cold and warm. Oh my god, it was so good. I know it does not look amazing, but it was so good. Definitely recommend that. And then this was this one. So I got the watercolor versus my picture, and it's kind of like a selfie here. And I was supposed to do some journaling, so I should probably go back and do that. And then I was there to take some very important tests for my job. So this is just me, and I didn't have a lot of confidence. So this is just kind of me, you know, saying, yes, I did it. I passed the test. I did it. Because I would have been so embarrassed if my company had flown me all the way to Denmark and then I failed, you know. But I didn't. I passed all 3 of my tests on the first try, and I'm so proud of myself. And then this is like another random photo. This was at a museum that I went to. And it was just really, really cool. So I decided to do a galaxy look thing, because I'm really into like the galaxy. So that's kind of how it ends. And yeah, like I said, I think when it comes to travel albums, you guys, don't worry about getting like the perfect embellishment. You know, it's about the pictures. It's about the, you know, your time there, wherever that you went to, you know, to the city or to a different country. Like, I'm very big on pictures. Embellishments will come next, you know. Every now and then you'll find that perfect embellishment, though. You're like, oh my god, yes, I'm so glad I saved you for 5 years, you know. But yeah, I absolutely love looking back on this. And like I said, when I look back on these, I honestly look at the pictures. Like, the pictures, the pictures is what I primarily look at, and then like the cute embellishment is second, you know. So just kind of keep that in mind when you make your own travel album. But I hope this gave you some ideas on what to do with your own travel album. Yeah, keep documenting your memories, you guys, and I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for watching. Bye.